Good Friday morning, Quad Cities. I want to get you ready for the weekend ahead. That still includes the opportunity to see some accumulating snow. I'm going to show you the pattern change that's going to favor this colder scenario for this next storm system. So you may remember we talked yesterday about winter storm warnings throughout much of the state of Iowa. Well, that storm yesterday brought more than half a foot of snow to a good chunk of the state. So the snowpack, where there's snow on the ground right now, is shifting further to the south, and that means a changing storm track as all of that snow intensifies the cold air that's sitting over the region. So I think that puts us in very good shape and position to see that accumulating snow as we get into later tomorrow. But for today, before we get to that, we are going to see some sunshine here by this afternoon. We'll have temperatures a little colder thanks to that new snow to the northwest of us. We'll stick to the low 30s. Tonight, we'll drop about 10 degrees into the low 20s as these clouds come back in. Tomorrow, we'll keep it mostly cloudy, and I don't expect snow to arrive here until right near sunset. So nearly all of your daylight hours for the start of the weekend, snow-free until we get to tomorrow night. Let's go right into Future Track. Push this up to 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, evening. There you see some snow working in from the southwest, and all indications that we're going to get a pretty good band sitting right over top of us here, stretching from Sterling Rock Falls to the Quad Cities and Mount Pleasant. That will sit right over top of us through late tomorrow night, right into the pre-dawn hours of Sunday, before we start to see some of that diminish to just snow flurries and then plain old clouds for the second half of the weekend. Snowfall totals have been very consistent the last 2 days. 1 to 2 inches for us here in the Quad Cities, perhaps a couple of isolated 2-inch plus amounts as you get towards areas west of us. But overall, I think we're on really good track to see some snow start to stick and accumulate as we get into tomorrow night and into Sunday. There is another opportunity for some snow next week. That is a system that is worth watching for Wednesday. That could potentially add even more, so we'll keep an eye on that. But as we get into early next week, Monday, Tuesday, actually signs will start to melt some of this snow away before we trend colder heading into the end of next week. Have a great weekend, Quad Cities.